Welcome back to the Daily Stack. Today, it's September 21st, 2025. This show is not financial advice. If you think it is, you probably also let your barista pick your investments. Extra foam, 2 pumps of vanilla, and a leverage long on Solana. Don't do it. Today's episode is a two-parter that fits together better than peanut butter and jelly. The SEC made it way easier to list crypto ETFs, and right on cue, Wall Street rolled out the first ever Dogecoin ETF. That's not just paperwork and memes, it's culture colliding with finance in real time. Let's stack it.
Hey yo, we up now! Whoa. Crypto to the moon! Can't stop! Whoa. Won't stop! Whoa. Turn it up! Turn it up!
Until now, getting a crypto ETF listed was like trying to win a spelling bee where the judges kept changing the words. Every application had to crawl through 240 days of red tape. By the time approval came, the market cycle had usually moved on, leaving issuers in the dust. Now the SEC has basically said, here are the generic standards, meet them, and you're good. That slashes timeline into as little as 75 days. Think of it like the difference between mailing a letter by horse carriage versus hitting send on email. One takes months, the other takes seconds.
New day at the SEC, and you've been saying that, and I just want everybody to be able to hear from you about what that means to you.
Well, it is a new day, and especially for this industry, I've been in and around it for a while, obviously, and so I feel your pain, and just some of the stories that I've heard about the banking and other sorts of things. The lawfare that was being waged over the last few years is even more than I imagined. And so I think, obviously we've changed as far as our approach goes. We're no longer head in the sand, which has prevailed for a while, hoping maybe that crypto would go away. And then after that came the regulation through enforcement. And so we saw how that went. So now it's different. Now we're about innovation. We want to embrace innovation.
And when speed becomes the new standard, behavior shifts. Firms stop hesitating and they start experimenting. It's like when Apple could only release a new iPhone every 5 years. Tech stagnates. But then, the second they're free to launch annually again, innovation explodes. That's just what happened in ETF land. Liquidity loves speed, and Wall Street loves fees. The SEC just flipped the green light. Why this matters. ETFs are the ice cream parlor of investing. For years, vanilla, Bitcoin, and chocolate, Ethereum, were the only scoops on the menu. And it took forever for new flavors to appear. Now the FDA just said any flavor's fine as long as it's safe to eat. The very next day, someone slapped down a tub of bubblegum swirl called Dogecoin. That's the difference that this rule rewrite creates. Suddenly, Wall Street's menu of crypto products can change with the seasons. Want a basket of layer 1 chains? It's possible. Want a fund that rebalances into stablecoins on the weekends? Maybe. Want a meme ETF with a cartoon dog on the box? Apparently yes. The floodgates are open, and when liquidity has an open gate, it doesn't trickle. It rushes. And that brings us to the first ever rider through the gate. Dogecoin ETF. Yes, the Shiba Inu that started as a joke on Reddit now has its own Wall Street ticker symbol. The Rex Osprey Doge ETF is live. Dogecoin was born as Comic Sans' goofy cousin at the family reunion. Now that cousin just showed up in a suit, sipping champagne, and ringing the open bell at the New York Stock Exchange. It's like the first car to drive across a brand new highway being the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Funny, absurd, but the proof the road is open for business. Why Doge? Dogecoin isn't fast, cheap, or particularly advanced compared to the other chains. Wall Street didn't pick it for the code, they picked it for the brand. Doge is Coca-Cola in meme land. Recognition drives sales. If you're trying to pitch an ETF to the masses, Doge is the mascot you roll out. It's like putting Tony the Tiger on your cereal box. You're not selling cornflakes, you're selling the cartoon. Doge is that cartoon, except instead of being on a breakfast aisle, it's now sitting on the finance shelf right next to the S&P 500. What's the symbolism? Here's the bigger picture. The SEC says we're streamlining crypto ETFs. Wall Street responds, cool, here's Dogecoin. It shows just how wide the door has been thrown open. If a Shiba Inu meme coin can get wrapped up and handed to retail investors through their Fidelity accounts, then the definition of tradable asset just expanded in ways regulators never intended. That's like Netflix announcing they'll greenlight anything, and the first show to drop is Sharknado 6. It might not win awards, but it proves the new model works, and people will watch. And the ripple effects. First, faster pipeline. Expect ETH staking ETFs, multi-chain baskets, and even stablecoin ETFs to hit shelves sooner. The escalator is moving, and projects will line up to ride it. 2. Retail access. Grandma can now buy Dogecoin for her retirement account with a single click. No wallets, no keys, no forgotten passwords. It's like going from an underground mixtape sold out of a car trunk to streaming on Spotify. Same songs, way bigger audience. And 3. Institutional creativity. Hedge funds will push boundaries. If Doge works, what about meme index? Or an AI crypto basket? Wall Street loves weird when weird equals demand. The reality check. An ETF wrapper doesn't change the underlying asset. Dogecoin is still Dogecoin. It inflates by 5 billion coins every year. It still has a niche developer base, but perception matters. Packaging changes how people view the product. In the same way that buying roller skates at Walmart doesn't make them safer than buying at a skate shop. You're still rolling downhill either way. Doge in an ETF doesn't make it less volatile, but it makes it feel legitimate, and legitimacy fuels flows. And that brings us to the tip of the day. Don't confuse approval with endorsement. The SEC isn't saying Doge is a good investment. They're saying the structure fits our rules. Wall Street doesn't care about the fundamentals of Doge. It cares about flows and fees. And when the incentives line up, they'll package anything with demand. Follow the incentives. You'll often see the future before the headlines print it. So here's where we stand. The SEC just swapped a staircase for an escalator. The ETFs are about to multiply. And the very first thing riding up that escalator is a Shiba Inu in a rocket suit. That's crypto in a nutshell. Serious finance colliding with absurd internet culture. Both walking away way richer than they were before. Only ever click the official hardware link in the episode description. Skip Discord promos, Twitter DMs, or meme giveaway hypes. Your keys remain sacred. Stack smart, stack daily, and I'll see you degens tomorrow.
Wag me chance, echo that